What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're back with another live track from the Live at Sentrum Scene in Oslo 1994, and we're up to Manhattan Skyline. I won't spend too much time talking about this because I've said it in so many different reactions now and different renditions of this, including the demo version not too long ago, but yes, it remains arguably my favorite Aha tune. It will always be in the conversation for it, although what happens when you listen to more than 10 albums and a lot of different demos and live performances is you end up having a rotating pantheon table, meaning at any given time there might be a handful of tracks that are in that conversation, and even if one is most regularly in the lead chair in that regard, the feeling of, well, this one, I've been listening to a lot lately, and this one initially didn't stand out to me as much, but now it is definitely in the conversation. That will always continue to shift and evolve over time, but Manhattan Skyline will always be central to that conversation in terms of my favorite Aha tunes. So given that this live performance has had a heavier rock feeling, more of a natural instrument sound, and a bit of that 90s flair, which I have been aware of for a while that Aha was really expressing in their live performances during that decade, I wouldn't be surprised if this one really ups the ante in terms of the intensity and the guitar power, so let's hear it. This is Aha's Manhattan Skyline, performed live in Oslo at Sentrum Scene in 1994. Although I didn't quite have it queued up, so give me one moment. And away we go.
Skal vi spille en annen litt gammel greie? Manhattan Skyline. We sit and watch the birds fly. I'm trying to keep my newspaper dry. I hear myself say, my boat's leaving now. So we shake hands and cry. Now I must
bluesy feel.
I'll never see your face again. Oh, how can you say that I didn't try to see the thing in the depths of my I've come to depend on the look in her eyes. My blood's sweet for pain. The wind and the rain reach back to each other's soul. And we say goodbye. Goodbye, wait. Goodbye, wait. Goodbye, wait. Goodbye. You know I don't wanna forget. Don't wanna make mistakes. Don't want another friend. I don't wanna try again. Don't wanna see you there. Don't let me see you there. I don't wanna cry again. But I'll never see your face again. How can you say that I didn't try? Yes, I did. You see things and I didn't shut my eyes. But my lips were dry. I don't wanna cry again.
The guitar deep and dirty. The bluesy guitar with the jazzy keys.
So I read to myself the chance of a lifetime to see you rise soon. On the front page, a black and white picture of mountain skyline.
Didn't know if there'd be some afters. So yeah, a different version as it comes across, not only because of the longer instrumental section, which had a real, if not as much of a jam session feel as the touchy live performance, certainly a bit more of an improvised, let's extend this and have a bit of fun with it quality to it. But even in the actual sonics of the main part of the song, it felt a slightly lower tempo or slower tempo. It felt like it was slowed down a little bit. The guitar flourishes at the end of the ambient sections didn't hit in the same way. It felt a bit more stripped down and focused, and ultimately the guitar itself had more of an overt blues guitar feel instead of a heavier rock feel as the studio album track recording does. And as I said, what really stood out during that longer instrumental section was the synthesis of the blues style rendering of the guitar work, again shout out to Paul, with that jazzy style keyboard work. So that dual element it gave me a different feel going through the song than the album version. And also that high synth flourish that comes when the guitars first come in and it gets into the heavier section each time, that little element stood out a lot more in this live performance than it does on the album track, the demo, some of the other performances I've heard, whether, the unplugged version is obviously notably different as well, but yeah, a definite particular character to this performance of it. And I feel like that was, not just because of the instrumental section, but the maybe longer outro too. Yeah, over 7 minutes, so definitely extended compared to the normal version of the track, if you will. So yeah, there's no version of that I'm not going to enjoy, but I had particular interest in this one as it played out, because it felt less heavy rock and more, again, soulful, jazzy, bluesy. It had a bit of that flavor to it, which, given some of the things they did on their 90s albums, it's not entirely surprising, though even then, this is not quite what I mean when I say that in regard to the couple studio albums. So, yeah, a really interesting performance of an always great song. Let me know if you agree, and I will see you next time. Peace.